Live, fired up, in the building, got the flames going. You thought I forgot about you. It's after 4:30. I'm still here. Good afternoon, Lisa.
Good afternoon. I know.
All right, so what are we talking about? That right there. The Fed conference. We're going to talk about it every single day until March 2022. Every single day. So let's let people filter. I see we have two. If you're here, say hello. If you're on Facebook and you're watching on Facebook, make sure you give StreamYard permission to see your name so we know who the hell we're talking to. And what happened?
You don't need to see.
Oh. So we're fired up today with about a word. Something I posted about early this morning. But before we do that, let's talk Fed conference. We just went to Arizona. We talked about this yesterday, but for those of you who might have missed it, the venue is about to get locked down. The sponsorship packets are about to get locked down. The tickets are going to go on sale in the next 30 days. And if you see the bottom of the screen right here, 201-485-5159 is my community text number. You need to text that. You need to get in the community so you get access to all the events, including Fed conference, and you get the best price possible. And it's limited time only, so you're going to want to do it. You're going to want to do it now. Yesterday, thank you to all the people who joined yesterday. We had about 5 or 6 people join into the text group yesterday. Taz is here, Fed Nation, fired up. I don't have the fired up hat on. It's disruptor time. So what did we talk about yesterday? We talked about the Middleby well-built acquisition. That's going to be going down. Major news. So many acquisitions, so many consolidations in the industry. It's not going to stop. And speaking to some people that I know in the industry, there's probably another 50 or so in the pipeline that didn't even happen yet. And they're going to be popping off in the next 3 to 5 years. What does that mean for the industry? I don't know.
Why are you looking at me? I don't know.
Oh. Well, listen, I got to liven this thing up a little bit, Lisa. I'm trying to get some back and forth.
You should mention that you have a live audience today, like in the room. You have a.
Oh, I do.
We're gonna do a backtrack.
We have a live audience today in the room. There's people here watching me speak to a camera. It's not weird at all. But listen, I'm glad you're here with me. For those of you that are, we're going to talk about a few things. So we'll get back to Fed conference in a little bit. Business, family business, big business, medium business. I don't care where you sit. Talked about this in my post this morning. If you're on with me on LinkedIn, you can check it out there and also on Instagram. So talking about, from my perspective, family business, it's a small business, less than 50 employees, and we're building and we're growing. And, our customer base is growing, our manufacturer partnerships are growing. I'm going to be giving a shout out very soon to a new manufacturer that we're going to be partnering with. Excited to mention that. So the post was basically, how hard is the process? How hard is business? And I said there's going to be different answers to that. Talking about this when I go back and I look at it from my father's perspective, I sat in this office, this very building upstairs, in this office with him for the better part of my youth into my adulthood. I mean, I was coming here 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and so on and so forth. And I've seen the many different faces that this man wears, the many different hats that this man had to wear. And I stated in this post, we didn't always agree on things. Matter of fact, we disagreed on a lot of things. But he would always tell me, son, business is war. It's war. And that's one thing that always stuck with me, that I believe wholeheartedly. There are battles we fight every day. Our battlefield looks different than some other industries. The battlefield here is a commercial kitchen. The battlefield here, is putting forth ourselves to sell ourselves every day. We're battling sales. We're battling ourselves. There's battles to be fought every day, trying to be good to the people around us, trying to give as much as we can to our employees, trying to give as much as we can to our manufacturer partners and our customers and everyone we come in touch with. It is hard. If it was easy, everybody would do it. But, I want to start this conversation because I want to talk to the people that are out there running these businesses, running small, medium, large. I don't care where you sit. I want to talk about the word resilient. The word resilient. What does resiliency mean to you? So in this post, I say, this process we go through to get to the next level will not come easy. The process will be grueling and humbling and remind you that some days you'll take the W and others you'll take the L. And every time you take that L, you have to understand you have to own that L. It's my loss. If we lose here, it's my loss. If you lose, it's your loss. And you can't dwell on it. We have to continue to move on and to continue to move forward. Time waits for no man. This business, I don't care how big or small it is much bigger than one person. It's bigger than me. God forbid I die tomorrow, the business keeps going. This is bigger than one person. What we're building is bigger than one person. So, resiliency. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Janine, I'm live. Does she not watch? We talk about resiliency. The dictionary, the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties, toughness. Difficulties are going to happen every single day, especially when you're in a service business. And that doesn't matter what industry, if you're watching. We're in the food equipment service industry. There's competition. They're breathing down our neck. They're breathing down your neck every single day. And this is my father in the back of my mind. And he's kind of instilled the paranoia in me, I guess, where I'm never satisfied, I'm never comfortable. And I like that because I feel like that gives me the edge. I'm never comfortable. So when we talk about, competition and people breathing down your neck, he used to say it, and I hear Mark Cuban say it all the time. You got to work 24 hours a day like someone else is trying to take it all away from you, because they probably are. And that's the truth. You have to put in the time, the effort, the work. You have to surround yourself with the people that understand the vision and come in every day fighting. You got to fight for it every single day. There's always going to be another company there waiting to swoop in and take what's yours. And my father used to say, son, they want your lunch, they want your dinner, they want the shirt off your back. They don't care about you. And listen, maybe he was being dramatic. Maybe he was trying to just teach me a lesson. It stuck with me. It's with me. I'm standing here right now talking about the resiliency and the toughness that we need. The food equipment industry is changing fast. It's not 1999 anymore. I can tell you that. And with technology and social media platforms and all these things that we have around us, it's very easy to get in touch, very easy to get in contact with everyone and anyone at any given time. And so resiliency is important. The process needs resiliency. Being grateful, humble, blessed. This is some of the stuff in the post. And, I put in here talking about building an empire. Gary Vee talks about building a honey empire. If anyone watches Gary Vee, and I love that. He always says he wants to build the biggest building in town without tearing down everyone else's. I like that. I do. I just don't know how realistic it is. Do you know what I'm saying, Lise?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how realistic that is. How do you build the biggest building in town and not tear down the other ones around you? I don't know. I feel like there's a way. But I feel like people that are in your community and in your industry need to buy into it. They need to understand that we can't be out here hurting each other.
Or especially if the other buildings are trying to delay the growth of your building.
Right. Where's that fine line come into play? Taz, you still watching? I know you're there. I want to know your thoughts on this. So I wrote here, nothing stops me. Resilient, building this empire on being good to people and giving more than I take, building this legacy for those around me to be proud of long after I'm gone. And one day it will be over, but right now, this is my time, this is my era, and stand by. I spend no time on my competition. I know who they are, I don't care who they are. It might be some truth in that. Might be a little lie in that. I don't know. I know who they are. Of course I know who my competition is. Do I care about them? No. Am I aware of what they're doing and where? Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm aware. Mm-hmm. If you're in business, you better be. I mean, I'm not saying anything, groundbreaking here. We all know who our competition is. We all know what's going on there, but we have to be. Taz says, I'm always around, Rich. But we have to be resilient in the wins and in the losses. We can't over romanticize our wins either. So picking up audio, If you're picking up some kind of strange audio behind you, it's probably Geraldine in the background tapping on a tin can. All right?
She was looking at my coffee mug.
We're getting serious on this topic, ladies.
It's my coffee mug. It's time for an adventure.
We're on an adventure. We're on an adventure. So yeah, resiliency. It's necessary, and I pride myself in being resilient. Maliki Partner Service has been around a long time, 80s, and it's going to be around a long, long, long time from now. I'm going to make sure of it, and we're building and we're growing, and we have a lot of new things we're bringing to the table with technology. And Lori's calling me. Hang on, Lori. I'll get back to you too. We have to be resilient to get our companies and get our brands and our businesses to the next level. We just have to. So we're gonna be talking about this a little bit more in the coming weeks. And when you talk about what the Fed conference is going to be about, there's a lot of people that are resilient in the Fed community. They have stories. They have stories to tell. The industry wants to know those stories. That's one of the reasons Fed is here too. We want to know your story. If we want to bring the skilled trades to the front, if we want to close that gap even a little bit, we need to tell our stories. We need to talk about them. We need to put them to the forefront. I can't be the only one out here doing it. And I'm starting to see more and more people show up, and I love it. I love seeing it, because all it's going to do is if we can collaborate, we can build everything together. That's the main point. If I'm one person and one person is doing it only, it's going to take me forever. Collectively, you start putting out video, you start putting out posts, you start talking about your day, you start telling people your story. Now this one's commenting, this one's engaging, this one's jumping in. Before you know it, food equipment service industry is going to be on the map, bigger than it's ever been. And with the Fed conference coming in 2022, I can never get this right.
Nope, there it is. I'm gonna put up this comment.
So let's talk. What do we got? Josh here.
Truth in all you say, Rich, it starts and ends with you. There's never anyone else to blame. The sooner people come to terms with that, the sooner they can realize success.
Yep. It begins and ends with me. And Josh is over there, and he's saying it begins and ends with him. So whatever W's come, you want the fame for the W. Well, you gotta have the shame in the L. And there's no shame in the L, really. It's just rhyming. There's really no shame in the L. Listen, L's come. You can't win all the time. There's always going to be the L. So what? We talk about it. We figure it out. We find out how we can not let that happen again, and we keep moving. And that's what we do. That's what we do. That's resiliency. So the food equipment industry, you're resilient. I know that. You know that. Jesus is here. What do we got?
I agree, but I have learned that there are people out here willing to grow with you and help each of you all of the way. each step of the way.
Each step of the way. I think yes. Yeah. There are people willing to help. And I think you're looking at a guy right here that's definitely willing to help. And there's definitely so many guys and gals in the Fed community that are willing to help. I see it every day. People just stepping in and jumping in and giving advice and saying, hey, here's where you can go for this and here's where you can go for that. I understand your frustration. Check this website out. Call this guy right here. So we're calling the Fed group the connection engine of the industry, and it's just true. I saw so many connections. I saw Kurt over here. I gotta be careful. The flames are getting close. It's getting hot in here. The industry's connection engine. We're putting people together. People are doing business. People are forming friendships. I see people conversating and talking online, and I know for a fact that they didn't know each other before at Miami.
In community?
I'm being infiltrated here. I got about 20 minutes to myself every day right here. And now these ladies are in here. They want to take over the live and shut it down. Community over competition is what they were clamoring in the background. True. All ships rise with the tide, as my friend Roger says.
Finance call interrupted us. Business calls. Talk amongst yourselves.
Oh, it's a Facebook user.
I don't know what this means.
Finance call interrupted us. Business calls. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm not sure. We don't know who said it.
That's okay.
But that is quite all right. So listen, we're getting to the end of Fired Up on a Thursday afternoon. I appreciate you joining me. Listen, if you guys want to get on the live and talk about what's on your mind, let's do it. Let's do it. It can't just be me and Taz every single day. So I will leave you with knowing that the Fed conference is coming and all the stuff you need to know for it will be following. I would love to see you all there. We're building something. We're building something really great, and can't be done without you. So that's community. And remember, go into your evening and to your Friday with the thought of resiliency, mental fortitude. You have it. It's in you. Believe it. Things are happening for you out there. Trust the process. And Lisa, tomorrow, Fired Up.
Mm-hmm.
See you tomorrow.